Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Vigil Agency team call for October 8th. And today, I would like to introduce you all to Miss Annie Banks. She's out of Utah. She just visited with me yesterday on our interview. She is licensed and she's ready to just get started here. Um, and she also pointed out that for some reason I had the wrong time on our first message. So she corrected me on that right away. We were able to get her the right time sent out because I told her the times yesterday. But just so happy that she's here and able to join us. And then we'll get her fully integrated into everything, and I'll get you on a welcome call very soon, Miss Annie. So welcome, Annie, to the team.
Welcome, welcome.
Annie, would you mind unmuting real quick and giving everyone a quick 2-minute bio?
Hi. Um, yes, I'm not sure what to say. My name is Annie. Thank you for welcoming me to the team. Yeah, I'm in Utah. I have a cat. Yeah, and I'm not sure what else to say, I guess.
That, that's plenty fine for now.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So one of the things I wanted to cover today.
Well,
Oh, go ahead, Gloria.
I just said welcome.
Oh, awesome. All right. So let me pull this up real quick. One of the things that we're going to cover today, and this is great for everyone. This is really good for you, Annie, right? But it is our lead strategy. So, like when you get started here, what is a good way to get started when it comes to leads, right? Everyone has that question. Everyone wants to know, well, like, what do I do, right? Like, how many leads am I supposed to get? So, that we have been, the way we've been coached in the past was, get as many 50-cent leads as you can initially, cut your teeth on those, really understand the objections, and then just, as you grow and as you go, you progress to the better leads. But what we did is we talked with a few different people that have had some really good success here and helped a lot of people get moving quickly, get them activated quickly. So the first, and I'll post this in WhatsApp so everyone has access to it as well. That way you guys don't have to write everything down, but you're more than welcome to write it down. So your first lead order is should be 50 MIF leads. So what is MIF? 50 mail-in F leads and about 100 MIG leads. So mail-in G leads. Those are 50-cent leads right now, the MIGs. Okay. So the goal is really you want to get to 300 dials a week here. And that is really the bare minimum that you want to get to is 300 dials or more in a week. When we broke that down, 300 dials a week is somewhat full time. 500 is probably full time here. But with those 50 MIF and 100 MIG leads, you're typically carrying a 5%, sorry, a 5% close ratio, right? So you're making anywhere between 60 to 70 dials for one appointment set. Okay. And that's very realistic numbers, right? We've seen some people do a lot better with it. It just depends on the cadence of the calls, where you're calling, the time that you're calling, things like that. So that's your very first lead order, right? So 50 MIF leads and 100 MIG leads. And then you're looking at making 60 to 70 dials per appointment. And then in week 2, you want to upgrade to 15 to 20 MID and 15 to 20 MIE. And these have a 10% close ratio. Okay. So at this point, I like to recommend that you make a standing lead order for B leads. And when I say a 10% close ratio on this, you're looking at about 50 to 60 dials per appointment set. So every 50 to 60 phone calls, you'll set one appointment that way. And then the next one is week 3 and 4. You're looking at 15 MIB and 20 MIC leads. I'll tell you guys this, JAMA has just really been crushing it on the MIC leads. So those are a 12 to 15% close ratio. And then if you can mix in some CIA leads on that, what is a CIA lead? A CIA lead is a call-in A lead. So Annie, for you, that would be someone that received a postcard in the mail or they received a mailer at their home, and then they called a phone number and provided their information that way instead of mailing the form back to us. So that way, with the 12 to 15% close ratio, you're looking at making 40 to 50 dials per appointment set. Okay. And then by that point, after 4 weeks, you should have around 1,200 dials. If you've made 1,200 dials, you at least talked to 100 people, and you've made at least 25 appointments. Month 2, though, is when you really start to pick things up. So the recommendation there is getting 5 MIA leads every single week and 10 to 20 MIB leads. And then what you'll want to do is scale up to have more A leads as you can afford it. And this way you'll be setting your appointments every 10 to 20 dials, right? Every 10 to 20 dials, you'll be setting an appointment. So they come a lot faster. Your momentum starts to grow, but you have more people to dial from, right? So you have that opportunity to talk to more people. So you'll have more at bats that way. So does anyone have any questions on that? And I'm going to post that. So I had saved that here on my personal WhatsApp. Copy. All right. I did that so I could post it, but I didn't want to post it without you guys understanding what I was talking about. So any questions on that so far? And this works well, guys, for even anyone that's that may have been here for a while and is just getting reactivated. And I'm going to put that in here too, new agents and reactivations. Spell that right. All right. So that's posted there in WhatsApp. Annie, I'm going to get you added to that as well. Have you used WhatsApp in the past? No? Okay. So I'll send you a text after this call. It'll have a link that you can join from. So if you want to in the interim, you can go ahead and download that. That way it's ready on your phone, ready to rock and roll. All right. So one of the things that I did want to talk about was, have you guys, those of you guys that are building an agency, if you guys have not heard of Jazz HR, I highly recommend that you guys set an appointment with them. Let me tell you why. They offer 200 job postings a week or a month, sorry. And Brenda, since you do a lot of Craigslist stuff, how much do you think that would be? Being that you know how much 200 job postings on Craigslist is?
Based off of the Craigslist number or based off of what I would assume they're charging for this number?
No, how much do you think it is, but based off of your experience on 200 job posts?
I mean, like $1,000 a month would be my first guess.
$250. That's super affordable, right? Like 250 bucks a month to have 200 job posts, and those are individual cities. So like you can post in multiple you can post multiple jobs in the same city or just, all the cities. So I mean, when I found that out, I was like, man, that's something that we need to add, to the system because that's a great price. So there's one or two ways you guys can do it, right? I can send you guys the rep that gave us that rate. And you guys can sign up on your own, or we can add that into the overall interviews that I'm doing now. And depending on how many people join that come from there, we would divide the cost based on that. So we'll just say, like, if it was Brenda, Annie, and Ti on that, right, then we're looking at about $60 a person per month in order to build a team. No problem, Gloria. I understand you're in the middle of enrollment period, so and we're not covering much today. I just wanted to go over the lead strategy and then just answer any questions that anyone had. So good luck, Gloria. All right. Any questions?
No, if you could send me, do we have any more information or anything on the Jazz HR thing? I've heard of that, but I've never really like looked that in depth onto what that works or how that structure works or anything like that.
Yeah, I'll get that sent over to you. I just had a meeting with them. I also met with Ryan Federico and those guys again as well for the team building side. I'm still a little torn on that. I don't get me wrong, I like the idea of a group interview. But I'm just, going between individual interviews and group interviews, it's a lot to change and process. So after we get through this 90-day run, we're day 21 right now of the 90-day run on this recruiting building campaign. So we'll revisit it after that. And I told Ryan that I'd get him an answer before the end of the year. Because I know that they're gonna have they're coming up to critical mass on their platform anyway. So how many people they can have on board, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'll get you that information.
Is there's Jazz HR?
No. Theirs is Auto Mentor. I'm looking at all the options that are available right now.
Gotcha.
Theirs does a lot of the same things that Agent Activation Accelerator does. But it only gets them to the licensing part. After that, it does no follow-up.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that one is 2,500, I think, or something like that, to get the full system, right? Like the everything. So, but that's a lot of money to spend on recruiting, especially if if you don't have an admin to help manage all that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Okay, cool.
and then I'm assuming you're getting the notifications. Everything's coming in better now, Brenda, for the notifications.
Yeah. I haven't, yes, last one I got was from a couple days ago, but or yesterday. So yes, it looks like it's coming through. So
Awesome. And then I messaged you about the report with Excel testing. Trying to get some more answers on that as well, just so we can learn that. And then they're building out your other code, your $99 code.
okay.
Have that option as well. Okay. So as soon as we get an answer, well, you should get an email before I do on that one, because I asked them to email you guys individually and then
Okay.
just send over the group list of discount codes as well.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Cool.
Anything else? No? Okay, I'm just gonna spend a few minutes then with Annie. I'm gonna stop the recording and then just spend some time with her getting her rock